So, how do we achieve our life plan, our yearly goal, the 10x goal that we did? Well, we got to break it down into quarters, okay? Right? Again, you've heard me say it. We're just reverse engineering how we're going to hit our ultimate life plan and our ultimate goals. And again, we should be trying to be like our Savior Jesus Christ in all that we do. So, everything we do should align with that. And if it doesn't, let's get rid of it. It's a waste of our time. So, right now, we're at the quarterly objectives, and I call them OKRs. If you want to study the OKR system, it's pretty awesome. It's the best way to set goals. And there is a OKR cheat sheet at the very end of the Painless Planner. It will tell you how help you understand how they work. But really, it's as simple as you have an objective, something you want to accomplish, and you have to have a key result, something that's going to enable you to measure if you're getting closer to your objective. And then you have the daily actions, the activities that you need to do in order to get there, right? So simple as that, and you track it. And if you're doing it and you're tracking it and it's not getting you closer to the objective, you change it. Because a lot of people, when they set goals, what they do is they just say, I want to lose weight. But then they lose the ability to track or know how to get there, so they just stop, right? They say, I want to lose weight, I'm going to run every day. Well, then they start running, it doesn't work, and they don't lose weight. Well, maybe you're at a caloric surplus. Maybe you're eating too much. Maybe you're running not long enough, right? There's a lot of factors, but if unless you're able to measure it and track it, you're probably not going to hit your goal. Okay. So right now I'm going to show you how the OKR system allows you to break down your, again, your life plan, your yearly goal into 90-day increments, right? Into, sorry, yeah, like quarters, 4 quarters in a year, and then you break that down into month, week, and then day. All right. So this all aligns with what I want to accomplish in my year. You guys saw my yearly goals. Okay. So I want to be more spiritual, and I believe I can do that by becoming closer and having a better relationship with my wife. So that's the objective this quarter. Okay, Q3 is to improve my relationship with God and my wife. How am I going to do that? I'm going to spend more undivided attention time with my wife. I'm going to increase from doing 2 hours a day to four. Right? Sorry, this actually said 2 hours a week. In undivided attention time, that is specifically like there's no distractions. So if you really gauge it and you measure it, you're not really spending too much quality time with work and you're not spending too much undivided attention time with work, kids, all the things, all the distractions out there. Okay, so then what are the specific habits and actions I'm going to take in order to enable me daily, right, or weekly to get spend more time with my wife? Well, right here I've broken it down to I'm going to ask my wife if she wants to connect. Like, hey, do you have time to do that? And actually she said, hey, I don't like you asking. So now because anyway, I'm not going to go into a relationship. She just wants me to do it instead of asking. Like, let's just try and connect. So now it's like, okay, now I'm just going to connect, right? And then I pray each night. I believe if I can pray every night with my wife and I just try to connect with her, we give her a back massage, serve her, love her, spend quality time, then it will translate into more undivided attention time and improving our relationship. And then to the yearly goal of becoming closer with my wife, mastering that, and then becoming more spiritual. Okay, it all breaks down. And then under here, initiative and milestones. These are specific things that you have a completion date, right? Or most of them should, where it's like, okay, if I want to spend more undivided attention with my wife, maybe getting going to the movies or like a dinner. She loves eating at this specific restaurant. Maybe just buying that, reserving that in advance is a good idea. Like reserving the time to making reservations. That's what they call it. Making reservations at that place is a good idea. I should just do that for the 20th of October or whatever. Right. So that's something you would just do. That's not like a habit or a KPI that you do consistently. That's just like one time. Right. So let's break it down. Health is what a lot of people understand. I'm not going to break down all of my objectives and key results and all that stuff, but I'm just going to go through and try to help you guys understand how to do it yourself. So, um, master control over my body and be in better shape. Okay, that's when I say master control of my body, I mean appetite and working out and just being in better shape. Okay, so what do I believe will help me do that? I believe if I increase my muscle mass from 127 to 135, that's quite a bit of muscle mass in the quarter, but that's the goal. my goal, sorry, that's the key result. I believe if I can increase that, it will help me achieve my objective. All right. So what am I going to do? I'm going to track what I eat, right? And I'm going to lift 6 days a week. Now, recently, and this is the cool thing about tracking, is I realized that I was not achieving, it was not moving the needle. I was not increasing my muscle mass that much, and I was not decreasing my fat with just tracking while I eat. Um, I was finding myself not eating, like not tracking or just eating too much. So now I'm like, oh, I should meal prep once a week and follow my meal plan, right? Because eating is more of my problem, eating too much than not exercising. I exercise enough, right? So I believe if I do those things, I will increase my muscle mass and decrease fat and master control of my body. Okay. So we'll do one more. Okay. Invite all to come under Christ. How am I going to do that? I'm going to increase my acts of kindness. I actually like to keep track. I try to serve and like do my best to love and serve others. So I actually try to keep track of what I do, like not to show the world, right? But for myself, okay, I'm aware that I'm trying to love and serve others. So I believe if I can increase the amount of times that I can love and serve others and do acts of kindness, and daily reach out to someone that I can love and serve daily, that will enable me to invite more to come under Christ. Maybe through my example. I don't know. All right, that's what I believe. Now that is all this is, and then it's specific things that I think I can do once that aren't like continuous, like a habit and initiatives. But um, that's what I want you guys to do. All right, and if you struggle with this, if it's you're struggling to be like, oh man, this is so much. Look, if this is your first time doing this, I struggled when I first started. It was difficult to set goals, but what I did is I just focused on one or two objectives in the quarter. Okay. So if you're like, hey, I just want to become more spiritual, I want to improve my scripture study. Okay. Well, just start with that. Just start with one. You don't have to do all five. All right. Just pick one or two. So don't overwhelm yourself. This isn't so you guys feel like you're not doing enough. This is so you can learn the model that I believe can help you achieve whatever you desire in life, right? By taking action. All right. So my invitation to you is to go take your life plan, right? And say, okay, what do I need to do to bring it down to this year? Like, what do my goals need to be for this year? And then reverse engineer to, okay, what do I need to do this quarter to achieve that yearly goal, which will enable me to accomplish my life plan? So just go say, what's the objective that I want to accomplish this quarter in each of these categories, or just pick one. Okay. And then what can I measure? So let's say I want to become a better scriptorian, right? And by scriptorian I mean someone who studies the scriptures. So what do? You could say increase reading time, reading scriptures. I'm not going to write the whole thing out, but I'm just saying it. Increase reading the scriptures from 10 minutes a day to 15 minutes. Okay, so you're going to increase that, and you're going to measure that, and then your habit is going to be read daily, right? That's just going to be, and you're going to just check that off as you do it in your goals and your tracker that I'm going to show you on the monthly and the daily. Okay, so if you read daily and you increase from 10 to 15 minutes, you believe you're going to become a better scriptorian, which will enable you in your year goal if you want to become more wise or what, like become more spiritual or just closer to God or have more knowledge. That's going to enable you to hit that goal. It all depends on what you want in life. All right. I'm just giving you like ideas and that will hopefully help you to, um, to make those decisions, right? And to set these goals. Now, an initiative of reading the scriptures, if you do not have the scriptures, then you'd need to go buy some scriptures. All right, so buy scriptures. Now, if you do have scriptures, but you don't have a place to study because your house is cluttered and you don't really feel like there's a place that you feel comfortable studying or where you can focus, you could be like clean basement where you're going to study and make a study room or study area. Okay, that could be a specific initiative or milestone. You can say, I'm going to accomplish that by 10, 10, 25. All right. Hopefully, this is helpful, guys. This seems like a lot, but once you can get this dialed in where you know, okay, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to achieve it, this is what I need to do to get there, you're going to get everything you want in life. And it's super fun because it's like a game, right? Like when you're playing a game, when you're playing a sports game and you stop keeping score and no one really cares about the outcome of the game. People stop trying. They don't really, it's not that fun anymore to watch. Like if you don't know who's winning or losing. It's the same thing with life. If you don't know where you're at in life and you're just like wake up every day, you don't have a plan, you don't have a goal, it's not that fun. But if you can wake up every day and say, hey, my goal is to get stronger. I'm excited to go to the gym. Or my goal is to become close, like become a better understand the scriptures more. Well, I'm going to read for 10 minutes a day. And as I do that, you're going to see that progress and it's exciting. And that, again, I believe that's why we're here. I think we're here to progress. I think we're here to lead this life with knowledge and trying to be the best we can be and to change our character, become more like Christ. So that is what OKRs are. In the end of the Painless Planner, in the very last part, there's an OKR cheat sheet. Go check that out. That will help you understand OKRs, and you can use AI to help you make your goals as well. You just say, "Hey, help me break my life plan and my year plan, my year goal into quarterly OKRs with objectives, key results, habits, and initiatives." It will do the whole thing for you. Okay. Hopefully this helps, guys. I love this stuff and I love you guys, and I really hope this is helpful. Okay. See you on the next one.